Alright, hey guys, this is a video I've been thinking about doing for a while. There are two games that I love very dearly that have garnered either mixed to poor reception, almost even hated reception by the fans. I'm not talking about critics. I don't care what the critics think. Critics are awful. I hate them. The fan reaction for these two games in particular, that's why this video is titled, What Would You Do Differently? Which is, I'm going to get into that in a second. Two games that I thought in particular were worth mentioning was Final Fantasy XIII and Tales of Symphonia 2, Dawn of the New World. Those seem to get extreme amounts of hate for reasons that I was able to overlook. Sure, there are some reasons in both games that I think could have been fixed, that I agree with. Excuse me. But, like, seriously, these games aren't even that bad. Now, I'm not going to answer my opinions about these games. What I expect from this video is, I don't want to just see, like, leave comments if you want. I want to see, like, video responses. I want to hear your thoughts as a fan of these games, as a complete abominationist, whatever the word is for these games. These two ones, not just these. No outside sources, no outside games besides these two. We can make a video response to one game, the other game, or both games. I don't care in the same video. It's up to you. I don't expect you to do both. I mean, if you haven't played both, then there's nothing you can do. You haven't played both. That's what I'm saying. It could be either or both. It's up to you. I want to hear your thoughts as to what you would fix in these games, what you would change, what you would add, what you do completely differently in these games. For example, I just said before I wasn't going to give an example, but I'll help you along of what I expect. Final Fantasy XIII. Linear? Sure. Did I mind it? No. Would I change a little bit of it? Yes. A good example of a game in terms of structure and linearity is Digital Devil Saga. Simply because you're just really going from area to area, kind of just fighting random encounters and such. There are no towns in that game for the most part. Final Fantasy XIII is the same idea, except two things. DDS 1 and 2, actually. Sorry, bear with the coughing. I'm a little sick. DDS 1 and 2, you can revisit past areas, and you could also, there's also puzzles in these dungeons. These puzzles are very complex, and they're very challenging. They're not super annoying like, say, Tales of Symphonia 1, which I thought had really filler puzzles. DDS 1 and 2 had very cool puzzles, very fun, actually, to solve. I felt satisfied with these puzzles. Final Fantasy XIII, you can keep the linear structure if you want, that's fine. But is there a reason I can't go back and visit old areas? Is there a reason there aren't any puzzles? Puzzles, for me, as long as they aren't filler, like Tales of Symphonia 1 are, then that's fine. I enjoy a little brain scratcher here and there, you know what I mean? I like that. I mean, not only, that's outside from a strategic combat, I like trying to figure out which lever goes here, which box goes here, and such. So, yeah, would I fix that about Final Fantasy XIII? Of course. Do I care if it's just linear in structure? Does it have to be MMO size like fucking Final Fantasy XII? No. Actually, I got annoyed by that. Sure, it was awesome in Final Fantasy XII that there was this massive world to explore, bigger than any Western RPG type game that you would ever play. It's that big. It's like an MMO sized game. It was unfair in Final Fantasy XII where you just wander around to an area with your low-level characters, don't know what kind of enemies to expect, and then you'll just get murdered. There's no indicator saying a recommended level or something like .hack did, for example. But I'm not. This isn't about 12. I'm just saying, comparing 13 and 12 about that concept. And not only that, the game's not even linear for the whole game. I know, yes, I understand it's late in the game, but go to Grand Pulse at Chapter 11 towards the end of the game. Then it's like old Final Fantasy days. Yeah, there are no towns, but seriously, the linearity fits the storyline. Because these people are on the run. The government, the whole world wants your cast of characters dead. They want them dead and off the earth. The world would be better without them. First of all, I think it's a great concept for a story. Second of all, what are people supposed to do that are on the run from the government? Sit around, touch themselves, play cards, and breed chocobos? No, I don't think that they have time to chill in towns, playing with each other and playing with themselves, touching themselves. No, they don't have time for that. They're fucking l'Cie. They need to get out of here. They don't waste time in towns. That's why you even go to towns, there's soldiers coming after you because they know who you are. They're trying to kill you. That's the fucking purpose of this linear part. Is it lazy? I don't think so. I think it's a whole different direction for Final Fantasy. I loved it. I thought 13 was a phenomenal game despite some of the issues. My main issue with 13 is the cap on your character's Crystarium. I thought that was fucking retarded. That was stupid. If you're not going to give me the freedom to explore, at least give me the freedom to develop my characters the way I want. Like, I like feeling the satisfaction of saying, oh, I taught Lightning this, and it was really a hard feat. I like to be able to just talk to my friends about Final Fantasy 13 and say, oh, I taught my Lightning in my file this, but I want to learn what you're learning. I want to try to go for that crystal. No, 13 is like, fuck you. We're going to make you hold the X button down on the Crystarium. Granted, the Crystarium was a pretty cool idea, and it was deep enough, and the linear style of the progression was refreshing, but it was, the cap was retarded. I'm sorry, I hated it. That was the thing that bogged me the most. Enough about 13. Dawn of the New World is a game that doesn't get as much hate from the fans, but still gets mixed reactions, maybe good reactions at best. Unfortunately, things I would fix about Dawn of the New World are, this world map didn't really bother me that much. I've played plenty of great games with menu style world map. That's fine. Would I pick a normal explorable overworld map? Sure. If I had to choose between the two, if I had the choice, I would pick the regular style world map just because. Whatever. That's just my thing. I don't even care. What else would I fix? The main thing I would fix is the way the original cast develops. I'm not talking about Emil and Marta. I'm talking about the old party members that join you. They don't level up like normal. They don't get experience. They like, for example, Colette joined me. She's level 10 or 5, whatever. I could fight 1,000 battles. Emil and Marta will only keep getting stronger. My monsters will keep getting stronger. Well, Colette, no, she'll just chill there at level 10. No, I'm too lazy to level up. No, I don't feel like getting the experience today. Then the way they level up is, like, for example, Colette will leave you. She'll come back. Oh, level 25. How did that happen? What are you doing off the scenes? Like, is there any reason I can't develop these original characters the way I want? And it doesn't help the fact that you can't even change your fucking equipment. You can't make them the leader of the party. If they're the leader of the party during battle, you can't do a unison attack with them. Only Emil and Marta can. Sure, they can participate in the unison attack as a buffer, but other than that, no, they don't do that. The only thing you could change about them is their support skills that they get with the SP system and everything. That's it. That's fucking retarded. I don't know who tested the game and said that was a good idea. Said, oh, let's make a cap on these characters. No, shut the fuck up. I want to punch you in the face, because that didn't ruin the game for me, but it really lowered the depth of the game. What could have been a super deep game with 10 playable characters, because I remember specifically, the original one had 8, and this one you include Emil and Marta, that's 10. That's crazy. You know, that's awesome. That would have been so cool. What could have been great? Potential just thrown out the window. Yeah, you're probably thinking, oh, it's just equipment, but you wanna have that freedom to develop your characters. Sure. Is it nice that you could at least equip their support skills freely? Yeah, that's fine. But you know what I mean? It's just, there's nothing you can do about it. But you can't help but wonder what could have been. The characters just randomly change their equipment as they come and go out of the party throughout the whole story. But other than that, they're just static characters that you can't do anything about them. Now, anything else I would fix? Yeah, that. I love this monster system. People, shut the hell up. I don't care what you think about it. If there's anything I would fix, is that it is kind of a hassle to get them to join your party, because first of all, they have to be the last enemy standing. Second of all, you gotta match the elements and the sub elements with the big one in the center of the screen, or the grid, whatever. And then that enemy has to be the last one to be killed. You also gotta watch out for your other characters using elements that are kind of fucking you over and making it harder to get the monster. So you just gotta put everyone on standby. That's a pain in the ass. And not only that, it's annoying when the monsters like run away from you when you work so hard to try to form the pact. But two things. This monster system is optional. There's not a single time, and I'm not counting the tutorial because they do that for you. There's not a single time in the story where you have to get a monster. There's not a single time. Why do you go into such depth about this monster system, about how bad it is, when it's totally optional? That's not even fair. That's like saying, there are no examples. You don't have to do it. That's like in Nier. People bitch about the stupid fetch quests. Don't do them! They're fucking optional! What is wrong with you? Don't fucking do them. Just do the story if it bothers you that much, motherfucker. You know what I mean? It pisses me off when people say, "Oh, this is so bad." You don't have to touch it a single time. You could just pick up whatever monster you happen to accidentally get, or just even if a monster offers to form a pact with you, you can just say "fuck off" and he'll walk away. You don't have, there's not a single time in the story where you have to get a monster to join your party. You don't. It's more for the completionists. And unlike they're kind of like not filler. I guess filler is the word for the original cast, because for large chunks of time it's only Emil and Marta in the party, and the original cast, like a big chunk of the game, they're not even with you in the party. So I guess maybe that's a reason why they decided to throw monsters in there. But they're helpful. They can level up. You could at least, you can't equip weapons or shit on them, but you can at least equip accessories. It's an optional feature, guys. I don't know why this is such a big deal for you people. It's mainly not the fans that bitch about this monster system, more the critics. And I don't know why you go into such lengths to describe how bad this system is when you don't have to do it. Another thing I would fix, though, well, before that, yes, I would fix maybe the way you try to form packs with these monsters, about then the stupid grid thing. Yeah, another thing I kind of wish they would have changed, not more so fixed, but added, is a somewhat decent, intricate level up system. I think it's so lame and lazy that you only get skills and arts by just leveling up. That's so outdated. It's such an outdated concept that I like about Final Fantasy 13. Like I was saying before, I like having the satisfaction of saying, I taught my Emil on my file this skill. It really helps in this situation. You should get it for this boss. No, they're like, fuck you. I mean, at least you have a little depth about it with the whole SP limit thing. But even Symphonia 1 had a more intricate level system. Now, granted, that system wasn't even that deep at all, but at least it was something. It made you feel like you were accomplishing something with the EX gems and trying to decide which one worked best for different situations. No, not in Symphonia 2. Yeah, sure, you decide which skills work best in different situations, but the fact that you don't have the option of choosing what to learn with like a little grid or graph or something to help you learn something. I don't know. Maybe, is it just me? It could be. I don't know. Other than that, both games, thumbs up for me. Video response, I want to see them. I like it. I like talking about discussions about this. Now, before I end this video, I want to say, no fan service. You're probably wondering, what do you mean? Particularly Final Fantasy, I'm worried about. If I see any comment, a video response that says anything like, "Oh, Lightning gets together with Cloud," gone. I will delete your comment. If no matter how deep your comment is, if I see one word, if I see the name Cloud and it has anything to do with Final Fantasy 13, I won't even finish reading your comment. I will delete it. I don't want that stupid fan service bullshit. That pisses me off. I'm sorry. You can have your own little stupid fantasy about Cloud making a baby with Lightning, naming him Storm. It's up to you. I don't fucking care. I don't want to see that. It has to be original. You don't have to come up with a whole new game. You could say, oh, keep the original characters, make a world map or something. I don't care. I don't want to see Lightning getting together with Cloud. I know that's what's going to happen. I'm not even worried about the other Final Fantasy games. I just think something about Cloud is going to be mentioned at one point in time, no matter what I say. Bear in mind, it will be removed. I will not listen to your video response, the rest of your video response, if I hear something about Cloud being in the game. Am I being mean? Sure, you could call it what you want, but I want it to be what you think about the game itself. What you would change about the game itself. There you go. Those are my thoughts. Make your video response, leave a comment, do what you want to do. I just want to hear what you guys think. Well, that's it for me. I'm working on a couple reviews. In progress right now is a review on Dawn of the New World. Coincidentally, it's coming on coming along nicely. So look forward to it. And thanks for watching. Peace out, guys.